think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love. Goodbye. Wake up, please, Susie. Wake up. Wake up, please, Susie. Wake up. We've both been sound asleep. Wake up, please, Susie, and weep. The movie's over, it's 4 o'clock and we're in trouble deep. Wake up, please, Susie. Wake up, please, Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mama? What are we gonna tell your papa? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la, don't want your love anymore. Don't want your kisses, that's for sure. I die each time I hear this sound. Here he comes, let's get these clowns. Johnny is a joker, he's a bird, a very funny joker, he's a bird. But when he chokes my honey, he's a dog. He's joking, ain't so funny, what a dog. Johnny is a joker that's trying to steal my baby. He's a bird dog. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you. In my arms when I want you.
Well, Bob Dylan once said of the Everly Brothers, we owe these guys everything, that they started it all, and they sure did, with monster hits like I just played then, and just 40 million or more records, and they're still selling today. And Chet Atkins, one of the greatest guitarists ever, said they simply changed music for the whole world, and I agree. Phil Everly, lovely to see you.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Very proud to talk to you.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. It's just really nice.
We're having a yak just before we came on, and I was saying to Phil, the kids of today, my kids, they love your music, and you know, yourself and Dylan and the Bee Gees and all that. They're not buying today's music. They like the music of the 50s, 60s.
Well, that's a nice thing. It's nice to see that something lasted, you know, like, I don't know whether it was just the quality of the songs or what, or maybe, as we were saying earlier, you know, it's just that style, reminding everybody that style of life was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. Grand time.
Yeah. Bird Dog, Wake Up Little Susie, you know. They're great songs.
It's strange.
How did it all start for you? Through your dad? You were telling me your dad was a country singer.
Yeah, Dad was a country singer, and Mom and Don and I joined him, and we had a family show. We did a live radio, you know, early in the morning, and sang country and gospel. And
a bit like the Carter family.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, we worked at a station that our show was on just a half hour before. We usually were on about 6 o'clock in the morning, you know. Yeah. I've got a tape that I've sometimes played, and I always reminded the guy introduces it at 6 o'clock in the morning and 0 degrees. You know, but that's below. That's Fahrenheit.
Now, where was this?
This is in Shenandoah, Iowa.
Shenandoah,
which is Iowa's like the Midwest of the United States, and really cold. You know.
So this is winter here. So this
this is like California. Iowa was snow.
Yeah, because you live in California now, do you?
Oh, that's where I live. Yeah. Donald lives in Tennessee, but I've never left California. I love it.
Yeah. Do do you get together and tour a lot?
Well, we usually work in the summers, oddly enough, this is our summer, you know, tour. Yeah. We do about 3 months a year. This year we're probably going to do an extra couple of weeks because we're in Vegas twice. But, But normally about 3 months a year.
In England, you always go to England.
We go to England about every other year.
Because you're enormous in England.
Well, they've been really nice with and steady and solid with us. I don't know why. It's always...
Two biggest acts in England ever, the Everly Brothers and Buddy Holly.
Well...
Would I be right in saying that?
They always, they show up, the people show up, and that's the main thing. And we actually travel quite a bit when we go to England. You know, we go all the way up to Scotland, all the way down to the Land's End. We've played, you know. Yeah. And so we get around the country.
Because the English, when you say the English, you're going for a drive, you might go to Bath, a couple-hour drive. They think we're mad, it's a long way, but when you live in the States or Australia, you live in a big country, it's not a long way.
No, it's like a joke, isn't it?
So I guess when you do a show, you've got to do all your hits, don't you? Like people just expect it all.
Well, we try to make it so that we always put in a couple of things out of albums, so that just a little bit of maybe helps something you might have heard and didn't pay a lot of attention to. But we have to do the hits, and we do about 70% of those.
Who wrote most of your hits? Boudleaux and Bryant?
Boudleaux and Felice Bryant. You know, they wound up being in the Country Music Hall of Fame as
songwriters, aren't they?
Unbelievably good. And the nicest of people, too. Boudleaux.
The husband and wife, were they?
Yeah, they were. And Boudleaux was kind of a mentor to me all my life, and everything I know about writing, I learned from him. You know, I should have paid more attention. I could have been a little...
Was he a New Orleans boy? It's a French name?
No, it's a French name, but they were out of Georgia.
Georgia, weren't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he did. He also played swing fiddle.
Yeah.
And he just was a very accomplished musician. And once we did Bye Bye Love, and all that started, then he sort of designed things for us, like Wake Up Little Susie was. He really kind of designed that to work. It has a space in it for the guitar riff that Donald had created. You know, things like that. You know. Yeah. And we Devoted to You, like he wrote the harmony part to that.
Yeah, that's like a good song.
Oh, it's a very strange madrigal. It's a
madrigal, yeah.
Well, that's what it's designed to be, and he did all that. Brilliant man.
Yeah. Well, actually, you've got to dip your lid to the South, because the South is really responsible for all the great American music, isn't it?
Well, quite a bit of it. In my opinion, it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you've got your real basics coming out of it. You got the blues, which is, and you got jazz, and out of New Orleans, and you can, you're pretty much covering everything. With country music is gospel, and that's that Southern Baptist kind of music, and do
you still like country music?
Oh yeah, very much. And country music lyrically is about the best that's still being written.
Well, it's poetry. You're talking about your life, aren't you?
Well, songs always have a meaning, and it's one of the few songs that can still reduce you to a tear, as a country song.
Yeah, like Tammy Wynette when she, the late Tammy Wynette was lovely, wasn't she?
Absolutely. And, or the song like Please Don't Take the Girl, that song. Every time I've heard it, I had a tear. It's just there's always one of those a year from the country music. That's that power lyric writing, which is you don't get so much with. It may be in the rap music, but I haven't understood it yet enough to tell.
Yeah. What's your favourite song that the Everleys have recorded?
Let It Be Me, I think.
Let It Be Me.
Yeah. Which is a French song. Donald actually was listening to a Chet Atkins album and found Let It Be Me on as an instrumental, and he called Chet and Chet said, "Well, it's got a great lyric. You ought to hear that, Yeah. And we heard the lyric, which is it's translation. I don't know how close it is to the original French. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the guy that wrote the American lyric, his wife says, he's never that romantic around the house. But it's a great romantic lyric.
Yeah, you wonder about that with songwriters. They write lovely romantic songs, but are they romantic people?
Well, she said he wasn't.
Yeah. After a couple of bottles of Cloudy Bay, probably was.
Oh, well, we're
just going to talk about your favourite wine now.
Yeah, that's right. That is my favourite. In fact, I was thinking about calling them while I was down here, see if I can get them to help me get more of it in America.
Yeah. Have you toured New Zealand on this tour?
No, we're not. I wish we were, but we're not. We did in '89. The last time we were over here, we were there a day or two different places.
That's right. You're out on the rock and roll tour with Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, that was some tour.
How did you get on with him, Jerry Lee Lewis? What's he like?
Well, actually, Jerry's real quiet, like in backstage, and we've all known each other, and so long it's just kind of silly, Same thing with Chuck Berry, we've known him for. Chuck was when Don and I went to New York the first time in '57. Chuck Berry was on the show, and we were big Chuck Berry fans, And of course, we went up and said hello, and Chuck took us to. Get cheesecake, and it was like walking down Broadway with Chuck Berry is still one of the great events in my life,
What was that, a Dick Clark show, was it?
No, that was an Alan Freed show.
Alan Freed, the famous DJ, who invented the name rock and roll.
That's right, He's the man, He was an extraordinarily nice man, too.
Yeah.
He just kind of got government and all that confusion that went on with Bale and all that.
He just got caught what everyone else was doing.
Yeah. Well, he actually admitted to it. It's the only one, if you ever saw his film, he's the one that said, well, sure.
Yeah, I've seen the film, yeah.
Yeah, and he's the one that said, well, yeah, of course I'm doing it. And everybody else said, no, they weren't.
Yeah. Well, actually, we found a funny way. It wasn't wrong what he was doing anyhow,
no, not at all. You know, it's just silly. The whole thing was silly, but it's a shame.
So how did, when you're very young boys, well, you're still young, the Everly Brothers are still young, but...
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, you're younger.
Our clothes are old.
You're younger than me.
I don't know. I don't think so.
How did you put up with all the adulation and all those days, because you couldn't walk down the street, everyone would be jumping
Actually,
they were nice days, though, weren't they?
Yeah, they were really good, and we didn't have that a lot. What you had was, if you were walking down together, you might get recognized, but if you're walking down alone, nobody connected it much.
Yeah.
But all of that was kind of and you always had your brother to keep you in line.
I'm interested how you call your brother Donald. You always call him Don.
Funny.
You don't call him Don.
No, No, it's funny.
Do you get on all right? Because there've always been stories that you don't.
We've had our...
You've had your spats.
Oh, sure we have.
Like brothers do.
And we've had some good ones, too, but we get on probably the best ever in our lives. And this last... or when we've been doing this again for 14 years.
Was it someone like Cliff Richard who got you together again? There was some story like that?
No. I never ever tell much of the story, but when we decided we were going to do it, and we went to England and did it at the Albert Hall.
That's right. You did your reunion. That's right.
And we just
Cliff was there.
Yeah, he actually came. He's one of a really good friend of
mine. Lovely guy.
Wonderful.
Beautiful bloke.
Yeah, really is. Extraordinary man, too. Real talent. And as pleasant as they get, when I'm over in England, I always say that he's having a big show coming up in September, because I think it's his 40 years.
40 years in the business, yeah.
And we're going to try to make it over, but I don't know if we will.
But you're a bit like Cliff. You've aged very well. Cliff's a guy who's aged very well too, isn't he?
Yeah. Well,
you look after yourself.
No, I was pickled, I think, with me.
Good genes, I suppose, in the family.
If it's not good genes, it's good wine, I believe in a good lunch. That's my theory, and maybe a nap.
So do I. I love all that. So you're not one of these LA guys who work out in the gyms?
Well, I actually go to the gym, but I only do it so I have an excuse to go to lunch. It's like I've done something.
You're a bit like me. If I go for a walk, I take the dog for a half-hour walk. I come back and open a bottle of wine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I've earned it. That's what I do, And I have a trainer, too, that's close to my age, so neither one of us are working real hard.
Because people in L.A., there's amazing-looking people walk around, like male and female, all these beautiful
bodies. Well, I admire them as I'm sitting there.
You sit out on Sunset Boulevard over here.
On the Sidewalk Cafe, watch them go by and say, hey, good on you.
So when you travel, you like to sample, obviously, you sample the wines and food of each country you go to?
Yeah, I really do. It's I think the Australian and New Zealand wines are the best in the world right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's nice. The Napa Valley makes some lovely wines.
Yeah, they do, but I don't. To my taste, they're. Well, of course, my taste right now is with Cloudy Bay. That's my all-time favorite right now. Yeah. But I'm kind of off California wines. I like some Italian wines too.
Yeah, Italian have made a big comeback.
Yeah, well, they're really good. Agave and Grigio and all those. I like those. Those tastes. But I don't know. You should taste change next week. It'll be something else.
So what about France? Do you ever tour in France, the Everly Brothers?
We're not so big in France. I mean, we've
Germany, you're very big.
Yeah, we still there. In France, we've played, but not a lot. And I'd like to. I wish we were bigger. I'd like to fool around with their wineries.
Because I remember years ago, Connie Francis used to record. She used to record a lot of her songs in German. Well, because it was a big market, the German market. Yeah, well, it's a huge market. America is not the only market. It used to be the only market, but it's not anymore. You can do without America now and sell a lot of records. We've done stuff in German and we've done stuff in Italian. And the difference, because we did them while we were over there, and the difference in the technique of recording the Germans were like, you ready to get to it, hard work and clipping everything, putting everything together. And then we went into Italy and recorded in Italian, and they're like, hey, what the hell? Let's have a drink. It was night and day of temperament in the way they produced. I guess you've seen a big change in Australia. You toured here originally in the late 50s, and you've seen a lot of big change out here.
Oh, I think you've done a spectacular. Well, you always sound like you, but Australia's turned out really well. I think I mean, this is a great place. We were on the Gold Coast for a week, and I don't know about if there's a better spot than that. That's about as
Yeah, Gold Coast is lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Unbelievably
beautiful beaches,
nice.
yeah.
Wonderful restaurants there too.
Yeah. So you've tried any in Melbourne
We
yet?
had a place called Salty Plum up there,
Salty Plum.
And the reason I wound up at the restaurant is I was looking for Cloudy Bay at a liquor store, and the guy says, "Well, they serve it over there," and I said, "Okay," and it was a wonderful
Yeah, I think
restaurant.
it's quite expensive up there though because of the cartage and that.
I guess it
Wines
is.
are cheaper down here than they are up there. Actually, I have on my program every Wednesday today, I have a lady comes in, and Stephanie Alexander. She's regarded as the great chef of Australia. And I sit here and she does the recipes and that, and I just...
Oh, my God.
I really,
Does she just talk about them or she brings stuff in for you to taste?
Bring stuff in to taste, yeah.
Oh,
I've got to have a taste.
It's a rough life you have here.
Do you eat anything like shanks?
What's that?
Veal shanks, lamb shanks.
Oh, yeah. I
Done on mashed potato and that.
Well, and I like a roast potato,
beautiful.
If I'm going to have a lamb.
Roast lamb.
Yeah, I always call them like candied potatoes, where they're almost crusty on the outside.
Yes, beautiful.
And real thin cut.
Yes, beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, let's go to lunch.
And you like a sauce over the gravy and all that.
All of that. All of the above.
Well, the thing is with your show, you generally have someone on, when I have somebody on, they're saying, well, they're doing a show, you can get tickets and that. You can't get tickets, do you? You're completely sold out, the Everly Brothers.
Well, good. And then we'll all just come down and just have a good time. That's the main thing.
But you've always held a special place in our hearts in Australia for the Everly Brothers.
Well, it's nice to still be kind of remembered, at this point, and after so many years, it's just nice to...
Yeah. Who originally brought you here? Lee Gordon? Did Lee bring you here?
Yes, that's exactly who.
Yeah.
We hadn't been here in 9 years, and I don't know how many more years Donald and I will play, but I wanted to come one more time because I've always enjoyed it, and I've always had some good friends down here, which has really been nice for me.
When you originally came, how long did it take to get here in the plane? When you originally came?
It was a prop plane too. It was 30-some-odd hours.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
Well, we stopped in Hawaii. We stopped in. That's just counting.
Fiji.
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
And then even with the jets, we would still stop in Fiji and Hawaii.
It is a long way, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But it's not anymore. It was 14 hours from L.A., which is...
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. And that's going to get less and less and, more and closer.
Yeah. Would you like to say hello to some of my listeners?
Sure.
Love to. If you'd like to speak to the man himself, Phil Everly is in the studio. The Everly Brothers are appearing at the Hilton. The lucky people who have booked, you're going to see a wonderful show. That's the beauty when you go and see someone like the Everly Brothers. You know every song that they sing, which is terrific. So give us a buzz on 9696 1278, 9696 1278 if you'd like to speak to Phil Everly.
Tonight on Channel 7, all-new JAG action at 7:30.
Extraction team, pull back!
Marines are trapped on deadly ground.
Sir, they are killing our men one by one.
And their commander will break every rule to save them.
I couldn't stand by and let my men be murdered.
A case for the Navy's top investigator.
Now that I didn't expect.
But could this case kill Harm's career?
Do your job or step down.
All-new JAG at 7:30, followed by Blue Healers tonight on 7.
Entertaining is great fun, and big kids and little kids alike will love you for serving the quality range of Paddy's party pies, pasties and sausage rolls at your next party. Paddy's 100% Australian party products come from a family-owned country bakery you can trust. Paddy's party packs in your supermarket freezers now. Remember, it's not a party without Paddy's.
Parties, you're the pie we idolize.
I'm Judy from White Lady Funerals. During a time of bereavement, you are at your most vulnerable. So it's very important that those assisting you are fully attuned to your needs. At White Lady Funerals, we understand what you're going through. So we take care of those unwanted details for you, not as an added service, but as a matter of course. To find out more, call me anytime on 9532 7077.
White Lady Funerals. The caring alternative.
Everybody wants to be a little bit healthier. Everybody wants to trim a little fat off this and that. Everybody wants to be a little bit healthier. Everybody wants the skinny milk. It's got the fat taken out. Skinny milk. The goodness left in. Skinny milk. You're in great shape with skinny skin milk. Healthy people. Skinny milk.
Piccadilly Circus are under instruction from management to liquidate all coats. Save hundreds on men's coats from $149, women's from $99 and kids from $69. Brands include Sirico and Jeff Riddell. Sale starts tomorrow at Piccadilly Circus, corner of Rathdown and Princess Street, Carlton. Top Gun will professionally clean your valuable lounge suites, carpets and curtains. Duct cleaning is also available. Top Gun still offer their famous 6 rooms for $60 offer. Conditions apply. For fast same-day service, call Top Gun 9758 5544.
When you need a tree or stump removed, call Taylor's, the tree and stump removal professionals, offering same-day service, competitive prices and a safe, expert job every time. Taylor's, 9720-6025. 9720-6025.
I've been made blue. I've been lied to. When will I be loved?
And we're now taking calls. My very special guest, Phil Everly from the Everly Brothers in the studio. If you'd like to put your earphones on, please, Phil, so you can hear the callers. Is that okay? All right, now my first caller is Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie.
Hi, Ernie. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Jeannie. How are you?
Oh, very nervous, but I want to welcome you to Australia.
Ah, thank you very, very much.
And I was saying to Ernie's receptionist that I'm in a second marriage, and 6 years ago when my husband and I married, we used Devoted to You as part of our wedding vow.
Ah, well, what a great lyric that is, and I wish you many years.
Thank you very much, yes. We've had a lot of heartache and happiness, both of us, through our time. So I just want to say thank you. And
we'll stay on the line too, because we've got an autograph poster that we're going to send you, Jeannie.
Oh, great, Ernie. Thanks very much.
That's nice to hear, and we'll give an autograph poster to all our listeners. And Trevor, hi, Trevor.
Good afternoon, Phil and Ernie. I'm really enjoying the interview.
Oh, thank you, Trevor.
Firstly, Phil, thank you for 40 years of great pleasure from your music with your brother.
Oh, that's very nice. Appreciate you saying that.
I first saw you, I think, in 1964 in London when you were headlining What a Bill. I think Bo Diddley, the Rolling Stones and the Animals were amongst the support.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Do you recall that?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And I've subsequently seen you in Australia on more than one occasion. One question I'd like to ask you, a particular favourite performer of mine is Bobby Darin. I'm certain you met him. Can you give me any thoughts on him as a person and entertainer?
Well, actually, we met Bobby when we first, in 1957, went up to a town in Ohio called Cleveland. It was like the first place we ever went to promote our record. Bobby, that's the first time I met Bobby Darin. That was like almost a year or 2 years before he had his first hit.
Yes.
I think he had it in 59, right?
Yeah.
I'm not positive of that.
I think
but it was just nicest of people.
Good singer, wasn't he, Bobby?
Oh, well, yeah, tremendous entertainer, too, you know?
Yeah. He could have been a Sinatra type, couldn't he?
Well, he kind of was.
Yes, died too young.
Yeah, all of that, but I never ever could tell you a bad thing about him. I know that he never changed. He was just as nice before, and when we'd run into him, it was the same.
Did you ever work with Buddy Holly, Phil?
Well, we knew Buddy really well. We the first big tour we did in America, was with Buddy and the Crickets, and after Buddy died, Jerry Allison and Joe B. Malden they played bass and played with us, including down here.
Yeah.
I don't know what year it was. Must have been 61, 62, somewhere in there.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Trevor. Nice call. Sue. Hi, Sue.
Hi. My adrenaline's pumping madly.
You have a great voice, Sue.
Phil, you and your brother, I have been devoted to both of you for 40 years.
That's
I have
nice.
seen you on every tour.
Have you?
1958, I was a crazy 13-year-old, and I tried to smash the taxi windows that you and your brother and Lonnie Lee were in.
Was that you? I didn't want to see that.
I don't know if you remember, I've been to every one. And I cannot wait till tomorrow night.
Oh, and you're going tomorrow night too, are you?
Well, that's great, Sue. Look forward to seeing you.
I bet you. I guess.
Well, I'll be the geriatric on a walking frame.
Wake up, little Susie, eh?
I'm not a little Susie anymore. I was once.
Oh, the best of luck to you.
And Bernie,
yeah.
I used to dance to your songs at Bourne RSL.
Did you used to come to my dance?
I did.
Oh, good on you, Sue.
But you're not nearly as good as Phil.
I'm nowhere near the Everly Brothers class.
Right.
Never will be. Good on you, Sue. That's a nice call. Heather, hi, Heather.
Hi, Ernie. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Hi, Phil.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
fine, thank you. Just wanted to say hi and welcome you to Melbourne. And
thank you.
I've enjoyed your music over the years and saw you in Sydney when you first came to Sydney, probably in the late 50s, early 60s. I can't even remember when it was.
Well, we were trying to nail that down.
Stadium, was it? Yeah, the old stadium, yeah.
It turned around in the middle, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's right.
The revolving stage, I remember. Was it with Sal Mineo and Tab Hunter? Were they on the stage?
That's right, yes.
That was the first time then.
Yes.
What was Tab Hunter? I'll be with you in Apple Blossom.
He used to read the word, yeah, maybe that's the one he did.
Apple Blossom, yeah.
Yes, no, it was great. I
thanks,
just want to welcome you to Melbourne and hope you enjoy your trip.
Well, thank you. I'm sure we will.
Thank you, Heather. Cheryl, hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Ernie. Hi, Phil. How are you?
Hi, Cheryl. How are you, hon?
Welcome to Melbourne again.
Thank you.
I just want to thank you for over the many years. We've been married 30 years this year, and we've had many romantic nights listening to your music.
Well, congratulations and well done.
And I'd just like to thank you on behalf of my husband. He's the one that's the big fan, but he's out at the moment.
Well, that's really nice.
He'll be envious
of
it.
Continue up with the good work.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl. Ken, hi, Ken.
Hi, good afternoon, gentlemen. Look, Phil, I left school in 1958, and out of my first wages that I bought was the single record "Dream, Dream, Dream."
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, well, good.
And that was in the UK. That was in London.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and it came out, I don't know, about July or August 1958.
Yeah.
And it was the very first record I bought.
That's very nice to hear. I always it always makes me feel good because when somebody says, well, the first record I ever bought was yours, it's really a nice thing. Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Ken. And Brian. Hi, Brian.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey, Brian.
Bill, welcome to Melbourne.
Thank you.
I just recall when you were speaking about Royal O'Brien, that I'm a great Roy Orbison fan. I was just wondering whether his and your career sort of in those early 50s down in the Texas days were ever crossed.
Well, you know, when we did the song Claudette, we ran across
Claudette,
we ran across Roy up in Indiana. We were all playing on a show, and we asked Roy if he had his songs. And in between, we were doing 2 shows that night. In between shows, he showed us Claudette when we decided we were going to record it. And that's one of the reasons that Acuff Rose. They bought Roy out of his contract with Sun and brought him over to Nashville because we were going to cut that song.
Wasn't that his wife's name, Claudette?
Yeah, the wife that died.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And he wrote it about her, you know. But that's how Roy got to Nashville, was cutting that song.
Not only have you charmed the world with your music and that, you've met some wonderful people too, haven't you?
You know what? If people ever knew all of the old timers, that the Buddy Hollies and the Eddie Cochrans and the Roy Orbisons,
Eddie Cochran,
they were just gold.
Yeah.
It was the best of times.
And the Everleys are solid gold. Thank you very much, Phil, for joining me today. You're going to have a lovely lunch now, won't you? And
that's right.
And a couple of nice glasses of Cloudy Bay.
You can bank on it.
Our regards to Donald, and have a wonderful, successful tour here in Australia.
Thank you. Enjoyed this.
Nice to talk to you.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. Mr. Phil Everley.
I want you all I